be heard on release conditions then. Is Mr. Poston there? Neil?
Your Honor.
You want to be heard, Neil?
Your Honor, looking at Arrington and looking at the notes from my staff, is there somebody from the Attorney General on board here? Apparently not. Your Honor, on the case ending in 4006, the state recommends $5,000 plus pretrial services, which is the warrant amount. And in the matter ending in 2585, state recommends $2,500 plus release to pretrial, consecutive.
Okay, counsel?
Yes, Judge. My client is a 45-year-old man who's lived in Arizona for the last 33 years. He has either worked for himself or somebody else for the entirety of that time. He has a wife and 3 kids, ages 21 through 14. I'm sorry, 12. He was not aware of any of these proceedings. He used to live in Pima County. He moved last year. My look in the notes on this is that there was a summons that issued, and it was sent to his previous address and was returned. When he initially moved up to the valley with his family, he was living with other family and didn't have a permanent address until he acquired a house this year, or a residence this year. Again, with his lack of criminal history, his willingness to appear is the fact that he has counsel and wants to appear on these charges and participate in the process. We'd ask that he be released on his own recognizance. I'm going
to release you on your promise to appear. Do you promise to appear?
Yes, sir.
Your next court date is November 13th at 1:30 p.m. That is an arraignment in Superior Court. Your counsel will give you more information about that.
Thank you.
Let me turn to your other case. You also have a case in Pinal County Superior Court. I'm going to release you on that one as well. You have a case management conference on December 17th at 9 a.m. I don't know if is this the same counsel, sir?
Yes, Judge.
So then again, ask your counsel about anything you want to on that case as well, but I'll release you on your promise to appear.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Excused.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Judge, we already on Mr. Campo, we need to have an interpreter for that.
We do, Tatiana?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The next 3 going to be interpreter matters.
Thank you. Do we have an interpreter on the line?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Campo, would you please introduce yourself? State your name.
Señor Campa, pues se puede presentar, ¿me puede decir su nombre en voz alta, por favor?
Yes, sir. My name is Guillermo Campa.
Yes, sir. My name is Guillermo Campa.
Okay, Mr. Campa, I'm going to read you your charges. But first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll stop.
Señor Campa, le voy a leer los cargos, las acusaciones en su caso, pero primeramente le quiero informar que tiene el derecho a guardar silencio. Todo lo que usted diga se puede usar en su contra.
You have the right to hire an attorney. In this case, I'm also going to appoint the legal defender to represent you, and you have an attorney sitting right next to you for these proceedings.
Tiene el derecho a contratar a un abogado. Voy a nombrar a la oficina del defensor legal para que lo represente a usted. Para la audiencia del día de hoy, tiene una abogada sentada enseguida de usted.
If you are released from jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Si usted lo dejan salir de la cárcel y no se presenta en sus audiencias en el futuro, se puede emitir una orden por su arresto.
All right, before we discuss the charges and your conditions of release, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information from the court's file and from the prosecutor's office. Let's go to the charges.
Bueno, Bueno, señor, antes de que hable de los cargos y sus condiciones de libertad, le quiero informar que ya he leído información que presentó las agencias del orden público, el expediente jurídico y la información con respecto a la fiscalía.
All right, Mr. Campa, I'm seeing you on charges of possession of narcotic drug for sale and possession of a dangerous drug for sale. Does counsel wish to be heard on these proceedings? Mr. Poston-Neal, I've read what you wrote in your initial appearance recommendation.
It's a
One
bit-
moment, Your Honor. One moment, Mr. Poston. Señor Campa, lo estamos viendo aquí el día de hoy por cargos de estupefacientes destinados para venta, una droga peligrosa destinada para venta. Veo aquí que tengo otros cargos, una información también que recibí del señor Neil Poston. Ahora le preguntan al señor Neil Poston si tiene algo más que agregar.
Okay, Mr.
At this
Poston?
time, the state submits on the written recommendations, Your Honor.
Ms. Brothers?
En este momento, bueno, mi hermano, en este momento la Fiscalía se somete a la información que ya ha presentado por escrito anteriormente.
All right, Tatiana?
Yes, Judge, we're asking for the release. Mr. Campa does has a prior felony, but it's from over 20 years ago. He is retired. He has significant tie in the area, been living over here for 32 years, and his brother did verify this information.
Así, su señoría, nosotros estamos solicitando que lo dejen salir en libertad bajo palabra si tiene un delito por felonía, pero es un delito muy antiguo, ya más de 20 años. Y también él ya está jubilado, tiene bastantes lazos aquí con la comunidad, ha vivido aquí por 32 años y esta información ya fue verificada a través de su hermano.
All right, Mr. Campa, I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash as secured bond. I'm going to set the next court date as a preliminary hearing. That will likely not occur. Talk to your counsel about that. It will likely go to the grand jury.
Bueno, señor Campa, voy a fijar una fianza en su caso por $5,000. Esta fianza puede ser en efectivo o garantizada. Voy a fijar una corte para una audiencia preliminar que probablemente no se llevará a cabo en esa fecha. Hable con su abogado con respecto a este asunto porque probablemente su caso se va a referir al gran jurado.
All right, you're excused, sir.
Muy bien, señor, terminamos con su caso. Se puede retirar.
Next.
Will you please state your name, sir?
Señor, ¿puede decir su nombre en voz alta, por favor?
Sure. My name is Luis Estrella.
Yes, my name is Luis Estrella.
And Judge, for Mr. Estrella, defense has a probable cause challenge.
Let's hear it.
Y su señoría, con respecto al caso del señor Estrella, la defensa tiene que existe un problema con respecto a motivo justificante. Vamos a escuchar lo que tiene que decir, indica el juez.
And he is charged with criminal damage, specifically says there is a 3-car collision and 1 car fled was located later on with defendant in there. However, nowhere in the probable cause statement does it say who caused the collision. It talks about the collision, but not specifically who caused the collision. That's important information that is missing from the probable cause statement.
One moment, please. Su señoría, en este cargo al señor Estrella lo están acusando a daño a propiedad ajena. La información que tenemos que sucedió un accidente de carros, que uno de los carros huyó del lugar del accidente. Después a ese carro lo encontraron y ahí se encontraba presente el señor Estrella. El problema que yo tengo con respecto al motivo justificante es que no indican quién fue la persona responsable de causar el accidente. Y esta es una información muy importante porque no indican quién fue la persona que fue responsable de causar este accidente.
All right, given the PBT, the hit and run, the denial of drinking, I'm going to find probable cause for the charges as listed. Does counsel wish to be heard on release conditions though?
Yes,
One
Judge.
moment, please. One moment, please. En este momento, a causa de la PBH y a causa de que sucedió un accidente y que una persona huyó del lugar del incidente y a causa de que tiene también con respecto a cargos para andar bajo la conducción de los efectos del alcohol, en este momento yo determino, indica el juez, que sí existe motivo justificante para acusar al abogado. Ahora le preguntan a su abogada si tiene una opinión con respecto a las condiciones de libertad.
Okay, Mr. Poston, do you want to begin?
Your Honor, given the fact that it was almost thrice the legal limit and there was damage involved in the collision, the state has concerns about flights, $3,000.
Okay.
Yes, Judge.
One moment, please. Okay, no. One moment, please. Señoría, le preguntan al señor Poston si tiene algo que decir. Sí, su señoría, indica el señor Poston. La causa es que él estaba bajo el doble de la cantidad legal de ver el consumo de alcohol, doble veces. Entonces, y a causa de que sufrió un daño a causa de este accidente, entonces yo conseguí que de que se huyó del accidente, considero que la fianza es, Mr. Poston, 3,000 o 3,500, I'm sorry.
3,000.
Una fianza entonces de por $3,000.
So, sir, let me read you your charges first. I'm seeing you on charges of criminal damage. You have the right to have an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender who happens to be sitting next to you. Mr. Estrella, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You may not drive without a valid license. You may not consume alcohol or illegal drugs. At your next hearing,
Your Honor, can I have a moment, please?
I'm so sorry. Yes.
Señor Estrella, le voy entonces a leer los cargos en su contra. El cargo en su contra es por daño a propiedad ajena. Usted tiene derecho a tener la asistencia de un abogado, tiene un abogado, le voy a nombrar a la oficina del defensor público para que lo defienda a usted. Enseguida de usted, el día de hoy, tiene a un defensor público. Las condiciones de libertad, lo voy a dejar bajo palabra porque regrese a la corte. Las condiciones es que no debe conducir si no tiene una licencia válida para conducir, no debe tomar ninguna bebida alcohólica, ningún tipo de drogas, ni tampoco poseer ningún tipo de arma de fuego.
And your next court date is November 26th at 1:30 p.m. This is a preliminary hearing. It will likely not occur, so please talk to your counsel.
Y su próxima audiencia, one moment, please. Y su próxima audiencia es para el 26 de noviembre a la 1:30. Esta es una audiencia preliminar que probablemente no se llevará a cabo en esa fecha. Así que le recomiendo que se ponga en comunicación con su abogado.
Your excuse, sir.
Excuse
Ya se
me.
puede retirar, señor.
Interpreter, can you please let Mr. Estrella know that the paperwork with his court date will be provided to him?
Thank you. Señor, la abogada me pide que le diga que en un documento ahí va a estar escrito la fecha de su próxima corte cuando lo dejen salir. Ya terminamos con su caso.
Thank you.
Thank
All right, sir, will you please state your name?
Señor,
Good
por favor,
morning.
¿me puede decir su nombre?
My name is Jesus Elias Zamora Vázquez.
Mr. Zamora Vasquez, do you need an interpreter?
Interpreter.
Señor Zamora Vázquez, ¿usted necesita un intérprete?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So, Mr. Zamora Vasquez, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender on this case. And you have a public defender sitting next to you. If you are released from jail, thanks. Interpreter, I'm sorry.
Bueno,
Please cut me off.
Thank you, Your Honor. Buenos días, señor Zamora Vázquez. Le voy a leer los cargos en su contra, pero primeramente le quiero informar que tiene el derecho a guardar silencio. Tiene lo que usted diga, pues, se usará en su contra. Tiene el derecho a contratar a un abogado. Voy a nombrar a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente el día de hoy. Usted está representado por un abogado de la oficina del defensor público. And I'm sorry, after you said today he's been represented by a public defender, where was the last thing you said?
I think that was it. Let me
Something
go on.
about you.
Let me go on and we'll
Okay.
see. If you are released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest.
Si a usted lo dejan salir en libertad de la cárcel y no se presenta a sus próximas audiencias en la corte, se puede emitir una orden por su arresto.
All right. I'm seeing you on charges of possession of a narcotic drug for sale and possession of a dangerous drug for sale.
Bien, lo estoy viendo el día de hoy por cargos de posesión de una droga destinada para venta y posesión de una droga peligrosa destinada para venta.
I've reviewed the interim complaint, information from pretrial services, and the state's recommendation. I'm inclined to hold you on a $25,000 bond cash. Does either party wish to be heard?
Yes, Judge.
Bueno, one moment, please. He leído la información con respecto a la queja interina, la información de la agencia, servicios previos al juicio y la recomendación de la fiscalía. Lo que estoy considerando recomendar es poner una fianza de $25,000 en efectivo.
All right. Do either party wish to be heard?
Go ahead, defense.
Yes, Judge, very briefly, I just want to point out that he does not have any prior felony conviction and facing his first-time felony offense. So we ask him considering pretrial services release.
Thank you, counsel. Ms. Poston,
Le pregunto,
I'm sorry.
one moment, please. One moment, please. Thank you. Les pregunta el juez a los abogados si alguien quiere hablar primero. El señor a la fiscal dijo permitió que la defensa fuera primero. La defensa recomienda entonces que lo dejen salir porque esta es la primera vez que usted ha tenido una felonía. No tiene ninguna felonía previa. Su abogada entonces está solicitando que el juez siga las recomendaciones de la agencia previa al juicio.
Okay.
Your Honor, the state would note the fact that the defendant, by his own admission, said he is from Mexico. There's no indicia that he's here or has any significant ties to the United States. Even a $25,000 bond, if this person is moving weight, for lack of a better term, for various organizations, 25,000 is a rounding error and is not likely to be sufficient to keep him here. And therefore, the state does respectfully encourage the court to hold him on a higher amount.
A moment, please. Sí, su señoría. Lo que la fiscalía quiere indicar es que tome nota del hecho de que el acusado, por su propia admisión, indicó que es de México. Esta persona no tiene ningún tipo de lazo significativo aquí en los Estados Unidos. $25,000 para una persona que está moviendo diferentes cosas, por decirlo de esa forma, para diferentes organizaciones, $25,000 no es una cantidad suficiente para asegurar que se presente en la corte. Por lo tanto, la fiscalía respetuosamente solicita que su señoría considere darle una fianza que sea más alta.
Jail, is there a hold by any agency?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Interpreter?
Le preguntan a la cárcel si en este momento hay alguna agencia que tiene una orden de detención por usted y en la cárcel le respondieron al juez que en este momento no hay.
All right. Court going to affirm the $25,000 cash bond. Sir, you're excused.
Muy bien, entonces el juez va a confirmar la fianza por $25,000 en efectivo y señor, ya con eso terminamos, se puede retirar.
¿Puede salir?
Can I leave?
De aquí. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you so much and I apologize.
Thank you, Your Honor, no problem. Interpreter is disconnected.
All right, sir, can you please state your name?
Michael Dapper.
Okay, Mr. Dapper, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. Let me go to the charges now. I'm seeing you on All right, I'm seeing you on counts of consuming liquor in public and criminal trespass. I'm going to appoint an attorney for you. That's Jessica Valdez. Going to hold you on a $300 cash or secured bond. Set a court date of November 7th at 1 p.m. That's tomorrow. And if you do get released or are released, do not return to the incident location. However, it looks like you have a felony case that you're also being held on, sir. So that's all. You're excused. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, sir, could you please state your name?
Carlos Eduardo Ramírez.
Let me find. I'm sorry, sir. That was Ramirez?
Carlos Eduardo Ramírez. Ramirez, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I knew that. Sorry, I've got 3 piles here, man. Okay, Mr. Ramirez, I'm seeing you on counts of assault, unlawful imprisonment, disorderly conduct. I'm going to appoint, actually, let me read you my spiel first. So, Mr. Ramirez, you've got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you. In this case, I'm going to appoint the city public defender for you. If you're released from jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, I've reviewed the information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. All right, I am seeing you on charges from city court for assault, unlawful imprisonment, and disorderly conduct. I have told you I'm appointing the city PD. I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond. If you're released, you may not have any contact with Ana Bojorquez. You have a hearing on 11/12/5 at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian in city court. All right, your excuse, sir. Let me see. He does have a felony hold, yeah. So who is that? That was Bojorquez. Is it 1-1? Thanks. I've done that one, that one, that one. All
I would address the court because we do have the house felony, Demetrius Hill,
Yeah.
who is not going to be heard today again. I'm requesting to have his initial appearance to be scheduled within 24 hours. because he was arrested on November 3rd. He had his first initial appearance on November 4th, and today is November 6th, and he still hasn't had his initial appearance. We are moving to dismiss the case because he has not been initialed within 24 hours of his arrest.
Your Honor, it's my understanding he refused, so that's on him.
I don't think that the counselor knows whether or not Mr. Hill is refused. I did not have even opportunity to talk to him. I do not know how the prosecutor would have ability to talk to Mr. Hill to find out what actually happened. And we are talking now about the second day, so at least 4 different, if not more, initial appearances that he has missed.
Again, the question is whether or not he's missed because of his own volition and therefore waived any
Can I,
time limits, Your Honor.
Dale, did he actually refuse? What information do we have about his refusal?
Your Honor,
Your Honor, Mr. Hill has been out of the facility since he's at the hospital at the moment.
He's in the hospital right now.
Yes. He's been at the hospital since this morning.
All right. Counsel, in that case, we're going to have to continue it if he's in the hospital. I'll continue it tonight. JL, is there any information that says he'll return tonight? Do we know?
No, Your Honor. It is possible, but we do not know when exactly he's coming back.
In the past, we have situation when initial appearance were held in hospital through the video, so that was done before.
All right, well, we're going to continue this again until tonight. Let me do this. Continue to next IA session. I'm going to make notes for the next court.
Your Honor, may I have a suggestion?
Yes.
Because obviously he's held over there, he's still in Pima County Jail. He is in the hospital under the supervision of the corrections officers. Correction officer can use a cell phone to have an initial appearance, so Mr. Hill can appear that way.
I don't have a problem. We need to be able to see. That's my concern. My concern, counsel, is that we need to actually see him in person. I don't know if the correction officer.
Well, technically, you're not seeing us in person. You're also seeing us through the video.
Touche. What was that? Counsel, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a note here. If he is able to talk on phone, he may appear with court approval.
I'll repeat it for you.
All right, counsel, we're going to continue it again. I don't know who the judge is tonight. If they're okay with doing this telephonically, they have a note in the file indicating that we discussed this.
Thank you.
Howard.
Sir, will you please state your name?
Oh, sorry. State my name, Bradley Eugene Dean. First, middle, and last.
All right, Mr. Dean, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, the court might appoint an attorney for you. If you're released from jail on any charges and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. I'm seeing you on 4 cases. Give me 1 second to locate them all.
Kidnapping. That's what I charged him with. Go ahead.
All right, so we have nothing there. It's all here. All right, I'm going to read you the cases and the charges just so we're all clear. On CR 24002800, I'm seeing you on a failure to comply and a criminal trespass. Your next court date is November 6th at 1
Where are they
p.m.
trespassing?
So I'm not going to get into the facts, sir. You can discuss that.
Okay, as long as we don't have any facts, good court.
So I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. I'm going to appoint Douglas Taylor to represent you.
Was that out public?
Your next court
Yeah,
date is November 6th at 1 p.m. That's in Pima County Justice Court. If you're
next year?
go to the incident location.
It's bothering me. I'm going to get released.
On CR 24010856,
I know you.
you're being held on criminal trespass, failure to comply. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. Again, appoint Douglas Taylor. If you're released, do not go to the incident location.
Where is it?
Is November 7th, 25 at
Oh,
1 p.m. in Pima County Justice Court. On CR 240111,
you're perfectly right.
I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash secured bond, appoint Douglas Taylor again. You have a court date again tomorrow at 1 p.m. in Pima County Justice Court. Again, if you're released, do not go to the incident location.
Here.
And on CR 25013573, it's also a failure to appear and a criminal trespass. You've got court on 11/7 at 1 p.m. Justice Court, again, Douglas Taylor is your attorney. So you've got Douglas Taylor for all 4 cases. All 4 cases are tomorrow at 1 p.m. You've got 4 $500 cash or secured bonds. Sir, you're excused.
Woods.
Approve Hill's release.
Go to Dimitri's.
Oh, and you've cleared. Okay, thank you. Great.
Give her folder number 2.
And 3? 3. Thank you. 2 and 3. Sir, will you please state your name?
Tristan Lamont Woods.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Woods, I'm going to go over your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. All right, on CR 24000489, I'm seeing you on a minor in possession and a failure to appear. It looks like you're being held on a felony case, so I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash or secured bond just to make sure that you have some time credit going your way. You're going to have court tomorrow at November 7th at 1 p.m. in Pima County Justice Court. All right, that's all for today, sir. You're excused.
Mr. Alexander?
Thank you. You said they're here? Well, all right, Mr. Alexander, would you please state your name?
Logan Patrick Alexander Reinhardt.
Is it?
102.
Yep. Okay. Okay, Mr. Alexander, I'm going to read your charges, but first, know you've got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. All right, I'm seeing you on a city court case. I'm seeing you on charges of criminal damage and disorderly conduct. And I understand there is a victim on the line. Thank you. Is there someone on the line who wanted to be heard?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know if I could speak up. Yeah,
You're fine. Yes, please. Yeah. Did you want to be heard on release conditions?
yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Logan is my son. He's been living with me. I'm worried for my safety. When he drinks, he gets violent. He had been previously living with his father, and there was an episode of violence between the two of them. And so I'm just concerned. He needs help, and that's what I'm hoping for, is that he gets help. I can't have him in my life until he gets help.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then if you're gonna hold him. Then for the bond, our cash or secured. Or if you want cash, just check those boxes.
All right. Mr. Alexander, I'm going to hold you on a $1,100 cash or secured bond. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. If you're released, you may not have contact with your mother. I'm going to ask the court to fill her name. You may not go to the incident location. You have a review hearing, or you have a hearing on November 14th, 25 at 1:45 p.m. in city court. Angela, is it? Sir, because this is a city court matter, this is also your arraignment. You're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at hearings, including your trial, it can go forward in your absence. If you do not appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right, sir, you're excused.
Ryan. MC third.
What if I?
Logan Alexander. There you go.
That's. I'm sorry, sir. Could you please state your name?
Samuel Aon.
Okay. All right, Mr. Aon, you said, is that right?
Yes, SAMUEL.
All right.
AYON.
Mr. Aon, I'm going to read you your charges, but first you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to the presence of an attorney. You have the right to hire an attorney, I should say. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you by the court. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as from the court. All right, I'm seeing you right now on a city court case. It is a failure to comply and a warrant on criminal damage charges.
Criminal damage.
I'm going to let your city court judge discuss that with you, decide if an attorney should be appointed for you. I'm going to set a pretrial hearing on December 9th, 2025. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Use the same sheet, okay.
Okay. I haven't seen one of these before, Mr. Ion. So here's the bottom line. It looks like you didn't do some classes you were court ordered to do. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You have a court date on December 9th of 2025 in front of Judge Bond. See him, do your classes. Best of luck. Your hearing's going to be, oh, I see here. Okay. Your hearing's going to be at 9:30 a.m. on December 9th. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're excused.
Thank you so much.
He was flexible with me in the room, so he helped out. And was just changing that. Or.
All right, sir, will you please state your name?
Sean David Ford.
All right, Mr. Ford, I'm going to read you your charges, but first you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some cases, an attorney might be appointed to represent you. I will be appointing the city PD to represent you on these charges. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. All right. I'm seeing you today on charges of failure to appear on criminal damage and disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, provided you promise you're going to appear at court. Will you?
Oh, yes, sir.
You've got, give me 1 second here.
Okay.
I'll look it up here. Okay. So, Mr. Ford, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, but I'm going to appoint the city public defender for you. It looks like you're being held on a superior court case, so even if I release you, you won't be released. I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing for you, so the city public defender will be in touch with you. They will help you with your city PD case, see if they can resolve it, really kind of without you being there, okay? So the city,
Okay.
the non-transport review hearing will be December 19th, but you'll have an attorney who will help you with that, all right?
All right.
All right, sir, you're excused.
So Levine.
Sir, will you please state your name?
Bobby Levine.
All right, Mr. Levine, we're going to do your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, an attorney might be appointed. If you're released from jail and you do not appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your conditions of release, know that I've reviewed the police reports and the court's file. I'm seeing you today on charges out of Tucson City Court. I'm seeing you on a charge of assault. Okay, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear as long as you will not go to the incident location. You will not have any contact with Alonzo Tapia and Dulce Tapia. Will you abide by those conditions?
Yes.
Okay. You have court on December 9th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million. That's in Tucson City Court. All right, sir. That's all. You're excused. JL, can I have Mr. Levine back? I'm sorry. I forgot to arraign him.
Levine, just want to see you real quick.
I want to do this like every day.
That's it, there.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Levine, I'm sorry. Because this is a city court case, I've got to arraign you, which just means I've got to give you some more legal information, okay? So one, you're presumed innocent. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at hearings, including your trial, a trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted and you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to direct appeal. Understand?
Yes.
Now you're excused. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir. What's your name?
Daniel Relas.
All right, Mr. Reales, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, the court might appoint an attorney for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. Let's go to the charges. All right, I'm seeing you on charges of assault, disorderly conduct, criminal damage, domestic violence, and disorderly conduct, domestic violence. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, provided that you will not have contact with Miss Valencia, Linda Valencia, and will not return to the incident location. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Right. You may return one time with law enforcement if you have personal belongings there that you need to retrieve. Okay.
All right.
Right.
That's understandable.
All right. Your next
That's
court-
understandable.
All right. Your next court date is December 9th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Bond in City Court. All right. Let me read you your arraignment now. All right. You're presumed innocent. I'm entering pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at hearings, including your trial, it can go forward in your absence. If you are convicted at trial and fail to appear at sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your rights to direct appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, sir, you're excused then.
All right. Have a good day.
You. All right, I'm sorry. Sorry, counsel. We're getting into a philosophical argument over here. Sir, will you please state your name?
Arnulfo Ebenezer Mendoza.
Okay, Mr. Mendoza. I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I will be appointing an attorney for you, and right now you have the public defender helping you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your conditions of release, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, information from the court's file, and information from the prosecuting attorney. Let me turn to your charges. All right, I'm seeing you on a felony warrant out of Superior Court, drive-by shooting, and I'm seeing you on charges of manslaughter. All right, in these cases, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Mr. Poston, I've reviewed your requests. On the manslaughter charge, I'm inclined to hold Mr. Mendoza on a bond of $250,000 cash or secured. Does either party wish to be heard?
Yes, Judge, very briefly.
Go ahead, counsel.
Yes, it appears also Mr. Mendoza has probation violation hold, so he, even if he can post the bond, he cannot get out. Anyway, we're asking for the nominal bond.
Mr. Poston?
State stands by its $500,000 recommendation. This is a homicide, Your Honor.
All right. $250,000 cash or secured. If you're released, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no contact with the alleged victims. Do not return to the incident location. Let me turn to the other case now. On the charges of drive-by shooting and unlawful use of means, I'm going to hold you on a $50,000 cash or secured bond. Again, appoint the public defender. No contact with the alleged victims. If you're released, do not go to the incident location. Again, no alcohol, no illegal drugs, and no firearms. Counsel, that was my inclination. Does either party want to try to talk me out of that?
No, Judge.
Well, defense asked to consider concurrent bond.
Denied. Thank you, counsel. Sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Always.
Hello. Hello.
Argue with me. Tell me why I'm wrong. We can discuss it.
Any questions? Let's have sure.
All right. Sir, can you please state your name?
One moment, please.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Zacchaeus Miller Bounds.
All right, Mr. Miller, we're going to go over your charges, but first you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to remain, sorry, you have the right to hire an attorney. And in some cases, and actually I will be appointing an attorney for you. Plus you have an attorney sitting right next to you right now. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, information from the court's file, and information from the prosecuting agency, and I'll hear from your counsel. All right, let me look at both cases here, sorry. Counsel, do we waive reading?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so I'm seeing you on a felony count, and I'm seeing you on a misdemeanor count. On the felony count. On the felony count, does either party wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
Neil, go ahead.
Right.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Struthers?
And yes, Judge, defense will consider the fact that Mr. Miller has no prior felony convictions, and we ask him to consider release to the pretrial services on the nominal bond.
I would appreciate that.
All right. Mr. Miller, on the felony case, I'm going to hold you on a $20,000 cash or secure bond, PTS if posted. No contact with the alleged victims. Do not go back to the incident location. Give me 1 minute.
Your Honor, was that cash only I heard?
Cash or secured. I'm going to remove the condition that you do not go back to the incident location. I believe that was the home, but no contact with the alleged victim. I've appointed the public defender to represent you.
Judge, 1 more second, please.
Yep.
Thank you, Judge.
Sir, your next hearing is a preliminary hearing on November 17th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. You'll speak to your counsel before then, and they will inform you of what to expect and what to do, all right? You're excused on the felony case. Let's do the misdemeanor case now.
Are we in November, Your Honor?
Yes, Lord.
Okay, thank you.
All right, on the misdemeanor case, I'm seeing you on shoplifting. I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond so that you can be getting some time credits. It's cash or secured. I'm going to appoint Jessica Valdez to represent you on the misdemeanor case. Your next court date on that will be tomorrow, November 17th at 1 p.m. That's in Pima County Justice Court. If you're released, do not go to the incident location.
Okay, but aren't I going to be? Okay.
Not a new charge, failure to appear on an old shoplifting.
Miller, I've just been informed that this is not a new shoplifting case. It's a failure to appear on an old shoplifting case.
Yes, you're correct, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Best of luck.
Yep.
You're excused.
All right. It's
Good morning, Your Honor. May I speak with my attorney prior to starting?
Yes, okay. I'm going to pause it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
There might be a hole that's populated for that guy, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Not yet.
Yeah.
Judge, we're ready to proceed, and we do have the probable cause challenge as well.
All right. Ms. Struthers, do you want to begin with that?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Perez claims that there is no probable cause for this particular case for several reasons. One of them, nobody observed him shooting a weapon. No weapon was found. And the only thing that was found is just like the bullet, but there was no fingerprint. The shell casing, there was no fingerprints and no eyewitness statements to the who actually either discharged the weapon or dropped this casing.
All right, court finds probable cause based on the information provided in the complaint. So, Mr. Perez, I'm going to read you your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'm going to be appointing the public defender to represent you, and Ms. Struthers is there alongside of you right now. If you're released from jail and you don't appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and the release conditions, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file, and I've reviewed the notes provided to me by the prosecutor's office, and I'll let your attorney speak on that as well. All right, I'm seeing you on charges of prohibited possessor and misconduct involving weapons. Does counsel wish to be heard?
Not for the state, Your Honor.
Jail, has there been a probation hold placed yet?
Thank you, dear.
No.
Not that we can see, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, yes, Judge, defense does ask you to consider the fact that he has a stable residence. He has the stable position, and he does work for actually Pima County. If the court is considering bond, we're asking for the nominal bond.
I work for Pima County. I'm with Cook Behavioral Health Treatment. I'm willing to go to transitional housing if you like, and I can post bond a little bit.
All right,
That's
so I'm going to hold you on a $1,500 cash or secured bond if you're released.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'm sorry, counsel. That's my apologies. Actually, it's a $15,000 cash bond, cash or secured. Do not go to the incident location if you're released. If you bond out, you will be required to check in with your probation officer.
Yes, sir. I will. I just want to go back to work, and I didn't have a chance to let my job know that I wasn't going to be there today. So I'm feeling like I'm going to be a no call, no show. I work for Pima County Regional Wastewater Reclamation Department.
Your counsel can note that in your file, and your attorney can call your employer and let them know why you won't be at work if you approve that information being sent to them.
Yes, sir. I can post that bond. I just need help getting my wallet or whatever, so I can pay it right now.
Your attorney can walk through that with you.
Can you help me, please?
There's no substitute for just doing this like 20 times before you feel like you kind of got it.
Mr. Perez, we need to move. Ms. Struthers will be at the jail for a bit, and you'll have access to your attorney right away. You're excused.
Thank you, sir. I need your help.
I will forward today.
So that I'm going to release all my properties here.
I understand.
All my, I needed a bond now. It's just right.
Tony, stand up, stay in order. On the stairs.
I'll try to do this.
was hoping to be done before 10.
All right, Tatiana, give me a year and I'll be faster.
You don't do it by age if you think you're hoping to be done and
Oh, yeah, sure. It's good.
Sir, please state your name.
Christian Caballero.
And Judge, for Mr. Caballero, defense does have a probable cause challenge.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so Mr. Caballero got charged with possession of the gun in a Pima County Jail after he was booked. Normally, before somebody got booked, officers have to pat pound, like search the inmate or detainee before being placing them in their vehicle. And after they remove them before booking, they also have to search them. Gun is not small baby that cannot just miss that. So it's not Mr. Caballero's duty to inform that he has something on him. This is actually an officer's duty to make sure that he did his job correctly. Here, officer obviously did not do his job correctly. Basically, he's neglected his duty and he's just trying to put these charges on Mr. Caballero. And this is not his duty to inform and self-incriminate him, saying that he has something on him.
The court has serious concerns with the fact that this was not seen before Mr. Caballero was brought into the jail, but it still unfortunately finds probable cause to set release conditions. Mr. Caballero, you now know the charges. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you. I will be appointing an attorney for you. And as you know, you have an attorney sitting next to you right now. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. And I'm sorry, Mr. Poston, I reviewed your information as well. Mr. Caballero, I'm seeing you on not just the contraband case, I'm also seeing you on minor in possession. Let me turn to the contraband case first. Give me 1 minute. All right, so I'm appointing the public defender for you. Does counsel wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
Mr. Others, I'm inclined to release him on his promise to appear. Sorry,
Not interested.
inclined to release him to pretrial services. Mr. Caballero, I am going to release you to pretrial services. You may not possess firearms. Your next court date is going to be on November 26th at 1:30 p.m. That is a preliminary hearing. It is unlikely to go. Reach out to your attorney in the next couple of days and they will discuss what the next few weeks looks like. On your misdemeanor matter, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Will you appear for your next court date, sir, on November 17th? Mr. Caballero, will you appear on your next court date?
Oh, Judge, he did say yes. He was just very
Thank you, counsel. Okay. So, Mr. Caballero, I will release you on your promise to appear. Your next court date is November 17th at 8:30 in the morning in Pima County Justice Court. All right, your excuse, sir.
Mr. Johnson.
All right, sir, could you please state your name?
My name is Lazar Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll be appointing counsel for you. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office. Ms. Struthers is sitting next to you right now for help. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, from the court's file, and from the prosecutor's office. On CR 25-015069, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated robbery and robbery. Does counsel wish to be heard as to release conditions?
Your Honor, the state recommends $150,000. This was an incredibly violent act at gunpoint. The defendant allegedly demanded the property of another, pointed it at the victim, and post Miranda, this individual stated that it was their intention to jack the person for their property.
Ms. Struthers?
Thank you.
Judge, we're asking for the low bond per probable cause statement. Mr. Johnson was actually not in possession of the gun. His co-defendant was in possession of the gun. He does not have a prior felony conviction. He has been in Tucson for 7 years old, and $150,000 is excessive considering that he was homeless for the last year.
Mr. Johnson, I'm going to impose a $25,000 cash or secured bond, pretrial services if you post the bond. If you post the bond, no alcohol, illegal drugs, no firearms, no contact with the alleged victims. Do not go back to the incident location. Your court date is going to be November 17th at 1:30 p.m. Yep. Now let me turn to your misdemeanor. You also have a case out of Tucson City Court of theft and shoplifting. This is a failure to appear case. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear because I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing. So I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you on that case. They will help try to resolve the case without really you being present, given your felony charges. Your next court date will be at December 19th at 9 a.m., but it will be a non-transfer review hearing. If you bond out, you cannot go back to the incident where the shoplifting occurred either. Give me 1 second, counsel. Sir, let me just go over your arraignment just in case you haven't been arraigned on the city court case. This only applies to the city court. So on the city court case, I'm going to plead you not guilty. You're presumed innocent. If you fail to appear at any city court cases that are not non-transports, so city court cases where you must attend, if you fail to appear, you can be convicted at trial without your presence. If you fail to appear at sentencing within 90 days, you'll lose your direct appeal rights. Understood?
Understood.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Matthews. Wait.
Sir, could you please state your name?
Isaac Matthews.
Mr. Matthews?
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You also have an attorney sitting next to you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. The charges you're being seen on today are aggravated assault on a police officer. My inclination is to release you to pretrial services. Counsel wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
So, Mr. Matthews, I'm going to release you to pretrial services, just someone to call and check in with to make sure you're abiding by the conditions of release and going to court. If you need some help, sir, there is a transition center just outside the Pima County Jail. So when you're released, it's actually attached to the jail. They can help you with services that you might require. All right? I'm going to appoint, let's see, the public defender I said already. Your next court date is November 26th at 1:30 p.m. Please do get in touch with your attorney. They can tell you if that date will actually go. It likely will not go. And they can help you with other resources. Understood?
Yeah.
All right, so you're excused when your attorney's done.
Mitchell.
Or
Sir, could you please state your name?
Yes, James Mitchell.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. If you have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. On your felony case, you have an attorney sitting next to you right now, and I'm going to be appointing the public defender office on the felony case. If you're released from jail and you do not appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file and information from the county attorney's office. On the felony case, I'm seeing you on possession of a narcotic drug and a failure to appear. Does counsel wish to be heard as to release conditions?
Submits on the warrant and endorses the warrant amount.
Mr. Others?
From the defense, only the fact that this is drug offense, so it's possibly that he might be eligible for steps for the second case as well.
Yes. I would like to do that. I've been working the steps already. Oh, sorry, Your Honor.
So, sir, the requested bond is $5,000. I'm going to set a $2,500 bond, cash or secured. I'm going to appoint a defender. I'm going to set an arraignment for November 13th at 1:30 p.m. That court date will go.
Your Honor,
Let me turn to your misdemeanor case. I'm also seeing you on a Marana City Court case for shoplifting. It's also a failure to appear. Your next court date for that will be tomorrow, November 6th. I'm going to give you a bond of $500 and appoint Janet Altschuler. If I didn't say this already, your court date for that will be November 6th, so tomorrow at noon. Today, oh Lord, it's today at noon. Sorry, sir. So you'll be seen today at noon by Marana City Court over video. Okay, sir, you're excused.
can I speak? Your Honor,
Actually, sir, talk to your attorney. I just realized you've got a city court case as well. But talk to your attorney first before you speak to me.
okay. Okay. Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
I would like to know if I'm available pre-trial again. I didn't understand the circumstances, and I've been doing. And doing better than.
Judge, we're ready to proceed.
Sir, talk to your counsel about a motion to modify. At this point in time, I'm going to not honor the $5,000 requested bond, but I'm going to set a bond of $2,500, like I said already. I'm imposing the $500 bond for the Miranda case. As to your city court case, I'm going to, let's see, your city court charges are drug paraphernalia, theft, resisting arrest, and obedience to police. The drug paraphernalia and theft are failure to appears. On your city court case, I'm going to appoint the city public defender. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear and set a non-transfer review hearing for December 19th at 9 a.m. It's a non-transfer review hearing, so hopefully the city public defender can deal with his case without your presence in a way that benefits you. They cannot do it any other way. In case you haven't been arraigned on your city court cases, I'm going to plead you not guilty. You are presumed innocent if you fail to appear for any of your cases, but particularly in this case right now, your city court case, including trial. Trial can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and you fail to appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your rights to direct appeal. Understood,
Okay.
sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You're excused.
But, well, Myron,
Is someone trying to talk to me at the jail? Okay.
no, sorry. No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, will you please state your name?
Byron Pickett.
All right, Mr. Pickett, we're going to go over your charges, but first you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to the presence of an attorney. I'm going to appoint the public defender, and you have Ms. Strother sitting next to you right now. If you're released from jail and you do not appear at a future case, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your conditions of release, I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, from the court, and from the county attorney's office. Does either party wish to be heard on release conditions?
No, Judge.
All right, my inclination, counsel, is to release him to pretrial services. Mr. Struthers?
Nothing to add.
Sir, I'm seeing you on a count of DV disorderly conduct. I will release you to pretrial services. You may not have contact with the alleged victim. You may not go to the incident location. Understood?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, I believe they reside together. Can he have a court order or like the sheriff stand by to go and retrieve the belongings?
Thank you, Mr. Struthers. He does. So, sir, because if you do live together, you do have the ability to return with a police escort to pick up your belongings, all right? If you need help in terms of where to go next, there's a transition center outside of the Pima County Jail. They can assist you. Your next court date is going to be November 26th at 1:30 p.m. at Superior Court. That hearing will likely not occur, so please speak to your counsel beforehand, all right? Any questions, sir? Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, sir, you're excused.
I mean, it's gonna be on this.
Sir, could you please state your name?
Yes, my name Gregory Talley.
Mr. Talley, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. You have an attorney sitting next to you right now. I'm also going to be appointing the public defender's office to represent you in the future. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss your release conditions, know that I've reviewed the information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file and information from the prosecutor's office. On the first case I'm seeing you on, this is CR 25-015080. It is possession of a dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Does counsel wish to be heard on release conditions?
No, Judge.
And Judge, he's a step eligible.
So, Ms. Struthers, he has a FTA warrant for a missed sentencing. I don't know if you want him released on this possession case or not.
If the court wanna hold him on the sentencing case, then we're asking for the nominal concurrent bond.
All right. So, Mr. Talley, I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash or secured bond so that you're getting time credit on this case. I am going to hold you. Give me 1 minute, sir.
Final review. Then add in, you need to do the step spiel with him and click that button. He has to do steps.
So, sir, steps was not indicated in the file I was looking at. Let me go over it with you. I don't know if you're going to be steps eligible or not. You may, however, be eligible to participate in the STEP program. If you successfully complete the program, felony drug charges may get dismissed. If you are eligible, do you want to participate?
Sure, I'll participate, but I wasn't informed that my court date got switched from the 28th to the 5th until about the day before yesterday's.
So I'm going to let your counsel address that with you when you speak to them today or tomorrow, or as soon as they can. I will set a steps review hearing on November 13th of 2025 at 9 a.m. to determine whether or not you're eligible. Let me go to your felony warrant case. If my computer will cooperate. All right. Wait, Tally. Yeah, but the felony case, I'm not even seeing him on that. He's just being held on that one.
Please. No, that's, we are saying, because he had the interim complaint.
Yeah, but just that. Yeah, but he's being held on. Yeah, so Mr. Others, I'm not even seeing Ms. Tally. Sorry, Mr. Tally. I'm not seeing you on your FTA for sentencing. You have been held without bond already on that case.
Yes. That's the reason why I got arrested.
So you'll have, if you haven't been seen already in Superior Court for that initial appearance, you'll be seen at that time. Your attorney in Superior Court can argue with the court about your release conditions on that case. All right, so I've set a $100 bond on you on the new charges so that you're getting some time credit. Understood?
Okay.
Right. On the misdemeanor case,
What misdemeanor?
you have a failure to appear on a domestic violence disorderly conduct. That's all
No.
right now. Well, that's what I have right now. I don't know what's gone on with that case.
I don't handle domestic violence in misdemeanor. That was already taken care of.
Well, okay, so Mr. Talley, it was already adjudicated. It looks like there was some things that you did not complete that you were court ordered to complete. I'll release you on that one just so that when the felony is done, nothing's holding you in jail, at least this court's not. You'll have a case management conference, or at least you'll have a court hearing on December 1st at 9:30 in the morning. And I'm appointing Caitlin Waters to represent you on that case. You can discuss what you need to do on your misdemeanor case with her. Understood?
Sure.
All right, sir, you're excused. One more city court case.
Good morning, Brian.
Morning, sir. What's your name?
Brian Vidal. Brian Vidal.
And do we have someone on the phone? A victim representative on the phone?
I don't.
Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah. Is 724? Is that who's that? It is.
Yes, my mother.
All right. Before we even begin, did you want to be heard?
Yes,
Go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm respectfully requesting that my son be sent to an outpatient mental health facility for a full evaluation. He's recently expressed thoughts of harming himself, and I'm just extremely concerned for his safety. This behavior is completely out of his character. He's a good young man. He's never been in trouble. I just believe that he needs professional support at this time. So I ask that you allow him the opportunity to get the help that he needs, please, and send him straight from there, and don't allow him to be released.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So, Mr. Vidal, I'm seeing you
Yes, sir.
on a couple cases.
Yeah, so it's my first time offense.
Hold on. You have the right to remain silent. Before you address me, make sure you talk to Mr. Others. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, an attorney is going to be appointed for you. On the felony case, I'm going to appoint the public defender. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right, before we discuss the charges, know and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file. I just heard from your mother, and I've reviewed what the prosecutor's office wants. Does counsel want to be heard on the felony case?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Others?
Yes, Judge, very briefly, the fact that he is facing his first time felony conviction, he is probation available. We're asking for the pretrial services release.
Is it Ms. Vidal? Are you still on the line?
Yes,
If he's released, do you want to have contact with your son? The court can't unfortunately do what you're asking right now. I don't have the authority to order Mr. Vidal into any kind of an inpatient treatment center. If I release him, do you want to have contact with him?
right at this time, but please come to his father, please, thank you.
Yeah. Counsel, I don't know if you want to address this with Mr. Vidal. Does he have a place to go that is not his mother's house if he's released?
Sure, ma'am, I say that his daughter is waiting for a phone call. He can go to his house.
Thank you, ma'am.
The judge, Mr. Vidal stated he has ability to rent an apartment and stay separately from his mother.
And I heard from his mother that his father apparently is waiting for a call and might be able to house him as well. Mr. Vidal, I'm going to release you on your promise. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. Do not consume alcohol or drugs. No more acts or no further acts of domestic violence, or simply no acts of domestic violence. You've heard from your mother. You may not have contact with her. If you have contact with her, you'll be violating a court order and the state can charge you with more felonies. You cannot go back to the incident location. I've appointed the public defender. Your next court date is going to be November 26th at 1:30 p.m. That court date will not go, very likely to not go at least. Talk to your counsel before then regarding what to expect in the next couple of weeks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Judge, very quick question, because Mr. Vidal was living with his mother, what kind of arrangements can he make to retrieve his belongings?
If he's living with his father, I'm sure his father can do that if, provided that, let me do this. Mr. Vidal, you may return once with a police escort to pick up your belongings.
Thank you.
On your misdemeanor case, I'm seeing you on domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, threats and intimidation. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Will you appear at your next court date on November 17th?
Yes, sir.
So court on November 17th at 10:30 in the morning in Pima County Justice Court. You do not have counsel appointed for you in that matter, all right, sir?
Okay.
Again, no contact with the alleged victims in that case. Do not go to the incident location. If it's the same location, and I don't know right now, I will mark that you may return with a police escort to pick up your belongings one time.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. You have a great rest of your day. God bless.
That went off. I can't unmute myself, right? That's Sir at the jail, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me either.
I can hear you, Judge. I don't think you're on mute. I think it's the jail.
Oh, okay.
Correct, Judge. The jail's muted.
All right. Sir,
Your Honor,
yes.
Your Honor, Jill here. The camera's not working. I don't know if you can see them on your end.
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on your end, but I
No
can
problem.
see him and
Okay.
I can see my camera view of myself.
Okay. You can see them.
All right, sir at the jail, what's your name?
Ryan Wilson.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with assault.
Thought. Okay.
I am going to get your case up on the computer. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions. I'm going to release you
Okay.
and give you a new court date.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Who's the victim in this case and who's my public defender?
Okay, well, you will need to go to justice court and they will give those to you. I'm going to
Okay.
release you and give you a new court date of November the 17th at 8:30 in the morning in justice court in downtown Tucson with Judge Foster. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with police to get that location. So you are being released. Your next court date is November the 17th, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Harry Joseph,
Could you say that again for me?
Harry Joseph McMahon III.
What number would that one be? Number 101. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Hi, sir. I'm Judge Hazel. You have a case out of Tucson of trespassing and shoplifting. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date in Tucson on December the 8th at 9:30 in the morning with Judge Hale. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't return to the scene of the crime and have any contact with any victims, but you are being released, okay?
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, Joe here.
Yes.
Demetrius Hill is unavailable once again. It's involuntary.
Bill, you said?
Demetrius Hill, yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Um,
I will reset it.
Your Honor, I I wonder, since he's in custody on other charges and this has been continued multiple times, if we could actually just set a low bond so that he can start earning credit.
I think he's earning credit because he's in.
I don't, but he hasn't been seen on this charge,
Right.
and so
He's still earning credit.
I
I mean,
I don't think that's accurate, but I suppose I will defer to the court. I just, that is not something that I typically, a bond would have to be set in place in order for him to be earning credit.
For this, and I will, I'm gonna affirm the Superior Court bond amount of 20, or I'm gonna set the bond in the amount of $2,500 and give him a new court date of preliminary hearing on the 17th.
Okay, that's, so I'm sorry, you see a warrant? Because we see
I said I'm setting
okay.
$500.
Oh, okay, all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, the person who's sitting there, can I have your name, please?
Jeanette Arlene Melgoza.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant out of Superior Court. You failed to appear. Judge Metcalf set your bond in the amount of $2,500. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, 1 second. Judge, the state's recommending the $2,500 warrant amount, given the 4 pending felony charges she has.
All right. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, given that she has pending cases and is being held with bond in some of them, I think just given the nature of the charges, we would be asking for a bond so that she can earn time credit.
I'm going to affirm the $2,500 bond that's been set previously. Set the point of office, the legal defender. Set this matter for a arraignment in Superior Court on November the 13th at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply. And again, in this case, the legal defender is being appointed to represent her.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, ma'am. Your court date is the 13th.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Alexandra Guadalupe Laureles.
Okay, we need the public defender to sit down.
Your Honor, one moment. We're making copies of the forms that we typically fill out. I don't know why that wasn't taken care of by someone in our office earlier. So just give me a moment.
Okay, ma'am, you're here today because you have a $25,000 bond out of Cochise County. Does the state have a position?
Judge, the state won't take a position on the out-of-county warrant.
All right, attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I think that the court is to set the bond amount and then set a review hearing is my understanding, and the legal defender's office covers it.
Okay, I'm gonna affirm the prior bond amount of $25,000 and set this matter for review hearing on December the 5th. That will be a cash secured bond. If bond is posted, I understand the defendant is being held on other charges, but I am setting a cash secured bond. Ma'am, what's going to happen is Cochise County has to make arrangements to transport you, whether you've served your sentence or in the alternative, they want to come and get you and then return you. It'll be up to the respective sheriff's offices, okay?
Wait,
One
sorry,
moment, sorry.
I'll speak to her. I think we took care of it, Your Honor. I apologize. I don't.
All right. Can I have your name, please?
Jimmy Torrey McElroy, 1996.
I am Judge Hazel. I'm here
Nice to meet
tonight to conduct your initial appearance. You're here today on a charge of prohibited possessor of a weapon. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah, my lawyer explained to me yesterday about it.
Okay. Let me have your name one more time. I'm sorry.
Jimmy Torrey McElroy.
All right, thank you. State have a position on release in this matter?
Judge, the state's recommending a $15,000 bond, given the nature of this offense, as well as the nature of his pending felony and previous convictions.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, just one moment. Your Honor, I don't have much information about the offense itself, but I will say Mr. McElroy scored a level 1, and this was assessed to be a non-violent event. This is an allegation from 2023, and as far as I could see, he was not on release, nor was he on probation at the time of this offense. He's 28. He's low on the failure to appear scale. He's never been previously arrested in this matter. He's 29 is what he's telling me. He's a lifelong resident. He lives with his mother. His mother was contacted by pretrial services. He is welcome to go back, and it does appear that he maintains some employment. I think for those reasons, pretrial services release is perfectly appropriate. Otherwise, we would just be asking for a low bond.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to appoint Bobby Berry as counsel. Set this matter for preliminary hearing on October the 13th at 1:30 p.m. Set a cash secured bond in the amount of $5,000. Following release conditions will apply. Don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. If you have any firearms, they must be surrendered to law enforcement. Your next court date, sir, is the 13th of November at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court, and I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Good luck to you, sir.
13.
Hi, can I have your name, please? Can I have your name, please?
Trey Castillo.
My name is Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have cases from multiple jurisdictions. Let's talk about those. First, you have a warrant out of the tribal court. On that warrant, on that tribal court warrant, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of November the 20th. You are being released. You'll get some paperwork on how to appear at the tribal court. Now you have 2 warrants out of justice court. On each of your warrants out of justice court, I'm going to set your bond at $100 and appoint Douglas Taylor to be your lawyer. I'm going to impose standard release conditions, and I'm going to give you a new court date tomorrow at 1 p.m. So on both court cases, your bond is $100. Your total bond in those cases then is $200. Let's go on. Now you also have a warrant out of the city of Tucson. On your city of Tucson warrant, I'm also going to set the bond in the amount of $100. I am going to give you a new court date in Tucson on November the 14th for a video review, and I am appointing the office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you. If you are released on all your charges, you must appear in Tucson on December the 8th at 9 a.m. So in all cases that you're being held, you have a public defender. And I will leave it then to the tribal court to appoint you a lawyer on your tribal court case. So good luck to you. You have court tomorrow and then the 14th, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
And your total bond is $300.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Corey Heist.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on domestic violence, assault, and criminal damage charges. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of November the 17th at 10:30 in the morning in Justice Court in downtown Tucson with Judge Forster. You must appear at that time. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. So you are being released. New court is 10:30 in the morning on November the 17th in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, good luck to you. Make sure you make your court date.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Do you need to appoint the PD on this one, or just the JP holding on a felony order?
Yeah, I said a bond, right?
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. You're right.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Dennis Matuga.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of assault, domestic violence. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of November the 17th at 10:30 in the morning in Justice Court in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victims. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property. So you are being released. You must appear on November the 17th. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name?
Yes, Kevin Gabriel Valenzuela Mahuta.
All right, you're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest for driving on a suspended license. I am going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 4th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So you are being released. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license. So you are.
I'll be here for the next 4 months, Your Honor. Is it possible to do a video?
Well, they'll arrange that then.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Amy Idol.
You're here today because you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance.
Okay.
I'm going to set your bond at $500 and give you a new court date of November the 14th at 1:45 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply, including I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. So on all files, you're going to have court on November the 14th at 1:45, and you will have an attorney, okay?
Okay.
Have any questions?
No.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Frank Sims, Your Honor.
All right, you're here today charged with disorderly conduct and liquor in a passenger vehicle. I am going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 4th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol and no drugs, no firearms. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Have a good evening, sir. Thank you.
I missed one of them.
You missed one. Got the other two though. Thanks, sir.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Buenas noches, señor. ¿Me puede decir su nombre?
Arturo Altamirano Fuentes.
All right, thank you.
Muy bien, gracias.
I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here tonight to conduct your initial appearance.
Yo soy el juez Hazel. Aquí estoy para realizar su comparecencia inicial.
You're aided tonight by the Spanish-speaking interpreter.
Tiene la ayuda del intérprete de español.
And I would ask that all your responses be in Spanish so that the interpreter can do their job correctly.
Entonces, si tiene que conteste en inglés para que pueda hacer correctamente su trabajo el intérprete.
Sir, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs for sale, transportation of dangerous drugs.
Bueno, a usted se le imputan los delitos de posesión de droga peligrosa, posesión de venta o de droga peligrosa con fines de venta y posesión de droga peligrosa con fines de transporte.
Does the state have a position on this matter?
¿Tiene la fiscalía una postura sobre este asunto?
Judge, the state's recommending a $100,000 cash bond. The state's concerned given the nature of the offense and the amount of drugs.
Su señoría, la fiscalía está recomendando una fianza de $100,000 debido a la naturaleza, $100,000 en efectivo debido a la naturaleza del delito, presunto delito y la cantidad de droga.
Thank you.
And he also has a prior conviction for similar conduct.
Igual tiene otra condena previa por conducta parecida.
Attorney for the defendant, what would you like to say?
Bueno, esta abogada del acusado, ¿qué quisiera decir usted?
Mr. Altamirano is married and has a family.
Su señoría, el señor Altamirano, está casado y tiene familia.
He is low on the failure to appear scale.
Califica con una calificación baja para la escala de incomparecencia.
And this was assessed at a level 1 as a non-violent event.
Y se evaluó como nivel 1, como un evento no violento.
The state mentioned is from 2006.
El delito anterior que mencionó la fiscalía es del año 2006.
This is only, and he also completed probation.
Y es su único antecedente penal y terminó con éxito la libertad.
You're asking him to be released to pretrial services so he can be with his family.
Su señoría va a pedir que usted lo deje en libertad bajo la vigilancia de servicio de juicio para que esté con su familia.
Or far lower than the state's recommendation.
O que usted ponga una fianza mucha más baja de lo que está recomendando la fiscalía.
Thank you. I am going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on November the 17th.
Muy bien, gracias. Voy a fijar este asunto para una audiencia preliminar para el día 17 de noviembre.
I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant.
Voy a asignar a la defensoría de oficio para representar al acusado.
Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs.
Se van a aplicar normas de libertad normales, inclusive nada de consumo de alcohol ni droga.
I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $25,000.
Y voy a fijar una fianza en efectivo a cantidad avalada de $25,000.
Sir, your next court date is November the 17th.
Señor, su próxima audiencia va a ser el 17 de noviembre.
Good luck to you, sir.
Suerte, señor.
Out the door, downstairs, see what you knows.
Fuera la puerta de abajo, los pesas y sentarse con los hombres.
Miguel.
Well, I'm just going to release him anyway, so whatever we need to do on that. Yeah. Sure, of course. Of course. Sir, can I have your name, please?
Señor, ¿me puede decir su nombre, por favor?
Miguel Ángel Márquez Guisa.
Sir, you're here today because you have a warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court in the amount of $1,500.
Señor, usted se encuentra aquí debido a una orden de arresto de condado penal con valor en $1,500.
Does the state have a position?
¿Tiene una postura de la fiscalía?
No, Your Honor, not for the out-of-county warrant.
No, su señoría, no para la orden de arresto del otro condado.
Attorney for the defendant.
Bueno, abogada del acusado.
Your Honor, I would typically, I suppose, state that the warrant amount should be instated and that this should be handled with the legal defender.
Bueno, su señoría, yo normalmente diría que se reafirme la cantidad de la fianza, de la orden de arresto y que la oficina de la Defensoría de Oficio maneje el asunto. Sin embargo,
It's not clear to me that he was ever served with the summons.
no me quedó claro si en algún momento recibió notificación del citatorio
And he has no other history.
y él no tiene otros antecedentes penales.
He's 27 and employed and is very low on the assessment scales.
Tiene 27 años, tiene empleo y tiene una calificación muy baja de la evaluación de riesgo.
So as to release or setting the warrant amount, I will defer to the court.
Entonces, con respecto a la libertad o imponer una fianza, yo me difiero al juez.
I will set the matter for review hearing on December the 5th.
Muy bien, voy a fijar el asunto para